Go.
Hey guys. Alright, I understand that I'm the last thing standing between you and that door. You want to get out there, you've been listening to 20 sermons, you have midterms to study for, papers to write, naps to take. And I thought, what do I want to do for a sermon? What will get their attention? I could do a sermon on sermons, but that's like a preaching exception. So I decided to do this. Simply God. I want you to close your eyes and think of the last time that you prayed to God from your heart. What was this about? Why? What brought you to God like this? Was it a joyous time? A moment of emergency? Somewhere in between? Think about that and hold on to it, or you can get back to that. You can open your eyes. I want to tell you a story. Over the summer, I moved from Idaho to California here. The problem was we sold our house in Idaho before we moved to California. We ended up living in a travel trailer in my sister's driveway. Now picture this. 2 people, 2 dogs. Itty bitty trailer. This trailer had no heat, no warm water. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. We had sleeping space. It honestly really wasn't bad. Things got bad when I got a phone call one morning, explaining how the sudden death of a very close family relative. And I'm not sure how many of you have ever lost a relative that you consider to be pretty much your best friend, pretty much your whole life. A parent, a caregiver, maybe even was your best friend. But this threw my life into a total tailspin. I had no idea what to do. But because of the good Christians that we are, what do? We turn to the Bible, we find help. In Philippians 4:6, I found, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgivings, let your requests be made and known to God. It's exactly what I did. I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed. And because God is faithful, I found myself being healed over time. I found my family being healed over time. The problem with this is, as I felt better, I started praying less. What's the problem with that? We prayed, right? What does this all mean? Before I answer that, I want to ask you a few questions. How do we act when life is good? Do we go on like God has no involvement in our life? Or do we thank Him for even the good and the bad? Why do we thank Him for the bad? Doesn't make sense, right? Is it only in times of crisis that we call upon God? Because guys, I personally know, when I'm in trouble, I'm backed in the corner, I'm pinned against the wall, I know I'm there crying out, God, help me! That is when I am found myself closest to God. Maybe we shy away from Him because we don't feel like He's doing His job. I'm impatient, and I fail a lot. I try to do something on my own, and if I will fail again and again and again. God watches me fail. Why would He do this? He gives me the chance to go up to Him, ask Him to fix what I failed and what I have messed up. It's how God works. Simply God. Let's look at this at a college level. We all have busy lives. With air band, midterms, midterms, sleep. I say this for a reason, people. We've got better things to do, right? We've got time for this. You've got a huge paper due the next day. You're up till 1 o'clock in the morning, Dutch Bros until 2, back in the room by 3, right? No. Or maybe you had to write a sermon for a class, which we're presenting right now. Sound familiar? I want to give you an illustration. We've all heard of the God in the Box illustration, or the Jack in the Box. You remember playing with that as a kid. You sit there, you crank it, it makes the noise, and out pops the Jack in the Box. You do it again. You crank it, out pops the Jack in the Box. And you do this until you're done with it, you close it, and you push it back in the corner until the next day. I want to look at 1 Thessalonians 5:7. It says, pray without ceasing. For some translations, it says, pray continually. I want to say it again. Pray continually. There is no exception to this. It does not say, oh, pray when things are bad. Oh, thank God when things are good. It just says pray. Pray for everything. Pray for all that's good, all that is bad. when you're in turmoil, when you're happy, whatever contrast you want to make, pray. Also, I want to ask you this. When you became a Christian, you asked both the Father and the Son into your life, to be in your life. What's that say now? If we have God in this metaphoric box, this one, and we will upon occasions, have we become hypocritical? I want you to think of the person in your life that you consider to be your best friend. Maybe it's your wife. Maybe it's your roommate. Maybe it's your parents. Do you keep them locked in the closet? I would hope not. We're going to talk afterwards if you do. No, they are there by your side. They are physically represented in your life. You can see them. You can touch them. They're there. Other people can see them. I forgot my sermon. Basically, this is how God works. He's in our lives. For you athletes, He is not just standing on the sidelines throwing confetti as you go. God is there running the race with you. God is there on the field with you, going for that goal. He's on the court with you, shooting for that basket. He is encouraging you every step of the way, and He never says, don't stop. He says, keep going, I've got your back. I want you to backtrack. Think, when you prayed, why? Why did you pray? What brought you to this place of prayer with Him? What brought you to this closeness with Him? Was it guilt, anger, sadness? It should sound familiar. Preaching students, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to find where God fits in your life. I want to challenge you to kick that box out of the way, to burn that box, and keep God out of that box. I want to challenge you to run this race with God. And most importantly, I want to challenge you to find time to pray or to risk losing your way. Thank you.